Hello and welcome to Open Minds, Open Mic, a place to be on a Friday night. I am KataLyst, and tonight I will be your hostess. So I'll start us off with a poem. Maybe. Goes like this. This is a hello from consciousness itself, only leaving my lips out of the necessity of your ears screaming to see. Normally I'm the quiet one, but today I am my pen's teller. Speaking is a collection of energy, memory, resurrection. Moving molecule-made muscles, lubricated parts primed, all aligned to imprint a feeling. It's a kind of magic we've been practicing for epochs. We used to stop eating to see, because time moves slowly when we fast. The heartbeat is our connection to the past, easier to hear when it's pounding in ears. A deep breath reminds the resting body of mind melding, an assortment of machines molded together by thought, creating time. You call yours yours, and I'll call mine mine. So long as we know this was always consensual, regardless of the senses' refusal to adapt. You're not trapped, just caught in attachment. You are loved because you are love. No reason for the below or above. And so now we've got that out there, everyone.
Woohoo! Yeah, KataLyst.
Yay! Beautiful. That's so awesome. Great call.
Thanks, guys. So first on the list we have Michelle. And Michelle, I think it's your first time here, yes.
It is, and this is what I get for showing up early.
If everyone could just unmute your mics and give some love to Michelle, that would be amazing. Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome, Michelle. Welcome. Good to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I don't have a piece to read, but I do have an original to speak, and I hope it's okay with everyone. Can everyone hear me fine?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
All right, wonderful. This is called Baggage Carrier. Hi, do you need some help with that? Oh, no, it's fine. I'm a baggage carrier. That's what I do. I drag this cart behind me. There's plenty of room on it. Oh, how did I get it? Well, first of all, you see the cardboard there? That used to be the box that people crammed me into all my life, but I busted out of that a long time ago. But I figured I might as well take the trash with me. And the big brown bag right next to it, well, that's from my parents. And it was so heavy, weighed down with aspirations and expectations. I had to let go of all my dreams just to pick it up. And then there's the little green bag next to it. That's from my first love. It's full of broken promises and stolen kisses and a little piece of my heart. It's kind of the same thing with the little orange, black, and white bags. But that's okay. I used to have this book sack filled with jealousy and insecurity, but luckily I gave that to my children and they carry it for me now. But then it came with this huge purse of guilt, so I had to pick that up. But it was attached to this rolling cart of apathy, which worked out perfectly. So you see, I can burden your burden on my shoulder and give you my left to cry on. Does it get heavy? Why, yeah. Yeah, sometimes my back hurts. Sometimes my arms are tired. Sometimes I just want to let it all go. Leave it all behind me. But no. I cannot survive in the vastness of freedom. You see all this baggage? It comforts me in its own odd little way. Oh, you're gonna carry your own load? Well, I wish you well. You take care. And if you need my help later on, just come find me. You see, I'm a carrier. That's what I do. I drag this cart behind me. And there's still plenty of room on it for some more baggage. Thank you.
Oh my God, Michelle. That was awesome. Everyone, open your mics.
Woohoo! Yeah.
That was incredible.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Love that.
Beautiful, Michelle. Woo! Wow.
Thank you for bringing that into such a visual experience. That was awesome. Do you have anything else you'd like to share?
No, that was the only one that I had for tonight.
Okay, thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Awesome. All right. So coming up next, we have Messiah. Messiah, I think you got a fan in the house and everything. If you could bless us with some words, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, KataLyst. So I'll be reading two poems tonight, and the first is an older poem that I read, I think, on Monday. So if you were here, you've heard it. And then the second one is a newer one. But the first one is called Sacral Right. The sacral right of natural life, stellar remnants whose years are protracted in billions, endows the restive state of mind, collapsing like a wave function. Tenuous stillness, nature implores an instinct in me to recognize singular symmetry and to connote singularity in nature's bestial grace. The small measure of I, solemnly, with little doubt, as being absconds the relative and rests thoughtfully in principle, absolutely. This ancient paradigm of nature, too abstract for the dated veil of human calculation, is found gaily incited in my imaginative eye. I see the translucent nymph sweetly fulfilling robust promises, succoring the lake providentially, its violet depths and patiently serene allusions, the nymph's tireless secret, her boundless magnitude. I see the ancient sprite who is keeper of the plants and trees, indeed of the earth itself, whose knowledge is the benefaction of natural maturation, whose contours are suggested by patterns innate to nature's thrilling touch, weaving a solitude of union explicit to the earth's cohesive meditation. To all who see, within the eye of deep consciousness, the vagaries and realities of nature are the sum paradox of a life totality which somehow vivifies the absurd, in depth balance with knowledge's reach, though its grasp will waver. My mind is not the barometer of truth. All of nature's bellicose and seductive array, my mind ponders indirectly. For the truth holds distant, remote, yet bears every reason to the ultimate truth of who I am. In this way, nature reflects who I am. The stars, the earth, the rivers, lakes, plants, and trees are as distant from me in mind as the planet is from the furthest galaxy, yet as immediately true to my soul as the stars imply the emphatic magnificence of the cosmos. I know them all in a form that escapes mere knowledge, tempting me at the path. Renewed dawn with gnosis at mere seconds to grasping. I am given a hint by the sagacious feminine peering out from behind a leaf. The tree with leaves like true beauty sings. As I beg the question then, what absolution could beseech a natural life? A universe so absurd that despite its billions of years, grows in exotic space-time, feverishly expanding, seemingly without end, that the human imagination may never reach nor exactly comprehend. And here's the second poem. It's called One Breath. How does one knead despair into experience with patient hands? Masochism shouldn't be so refined. The ferociously mundane, a life of no astounding rhetoric, inching toward fatal, disinterested repose, ultimately reproving the illusion of tranquility. There is no godly shout that bends or sheds the darkness's parasitic mass. I found that while happiness may strike with diffident reprieve, deeply revealed as anything but inanimately riveted, I allow these words, like romance that bitterly unravels toward insensitivity, to enable me a reason to bless what is both joyous and solemn in my life. For as much as I am fallible, I am also a continuous advent in the dawn of something miraculous, a universe that would have me, an individual me, as patient with me as I am with myself. And patience can be used to mature into despair or love. You and I are free to decide. Yet patience in the striving, unrelenting fissure of fraught humanity is a necessity. You and I must be the love of patience and the patience of love, for we are part of a cosmos that carefully moves to reveal itself in our varied minds and hands as we build the houses in which the cosmos thrives, with our bodies and in our minds. As the spirit we've restively suppressed comes up to our breath and we forgive ourselves, beginning to partake consciously in the one breath of the cosmos. Could love or truth ever be so simple? Or could the complexity of love be as simple as breathing each day, the pulse of life's entirety emerging serendipitously in the breath, imbibing an antidote to feelings of emptiness, the cosmic patience of breath? Someone long ago said, if you want to be happy, be. I think if you want to know love or the lack of it, to know happiness or the lack thereof, it is as simple as taking a breath and realizing that with a patient attitude and clarity of purpose, these things in the guise of truth will begin to root themselves within you and wisdom become your path. Thank you.
Thank you, Messiah. Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
Messiah
Everyone.
Payne, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
Thank
That
you.
was gorgeous. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, that line, if you want to be happy, be, that was very powerful. I'm trying to imagine,
I love that.
I'm trying to imagine where you do your writing. To me, it's like in some mystical forest that doesn't exist, so.
I'm trying to imagine like what books you've read or teachers you've been with that have given you this particular like I don't even know, mysticism, mystical like grounding. Like I would love to know. Like I don't know if today's the right day, but yeah, is it okay if Messiah addresses that
That
question?
the eternal nature that he writes from? Go ahead,
Right.
Messiah.
Is there a specific teacher or anything you could point us to?
Not a specific teacher, unless you're defining teacher by also the literature and from history.
Yeah, the
I've
literature, anything you can point us to. Yeah.
right, okay. So I just read a lot of philosophy and theology. I'm particularly interested in Buddhism and Hinduism. So a lot of Vedanta, a lot of
That's what I recognized. That's what resonated. It's so beautifully done. Like, thank you for providing a way for people to get the Vedanta into them, into us. Go ahead.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of what's called Madhyamaka or Nagarjuna's theories of Buddhism. I've been reading a lot as well. So yeah, just Taoism and you know, different things.
Very inspiring because I read those things and I never think of them as, oh, so that's something I can become part of that lineage by writing those things. And you're sort of giving all of us permission to be like, well, we're in the lineage and we can write pointers to those things too. And you're doing it really well. Somebody so young is, I'm impressed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I think anybody can get into it and learn about it forever, right? It's always there, waiting for us to figure it out. All right, thank you so much, Messiah.
Hey, real quick, please, if I may. What was that
Of
word
course.
that y'all used that started with a V?
Well,
And
Vedanta, like, I'm
yeah,
not sure if that's what
that
you're
is.
speaking of.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that again, please? Or put it in the chat. Can you put it in the chat, please? Please. Thank you. I never heard that before.
I think I read the Dhammapada, the best pronunciation, but that was a very powerful one as well.
Okay. I want to learn about that.
All right, so coming up next we have Dre Reyes, the host of the Slam Jam on Saturdays. Dre, if you could bless us with some words, I'd appreciate it.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hi, this is Dre Reyes coming at you. So, as mentioned, for anyone who's new here, Kaz did mention the Slam Jam in this very Zoom room here at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be gathering here, and we're gonna have two versions of an open mic. It'll be like your traditional open mic, and then there'll be your slam list, which is basically a fun 3-minute challenge where you just present your original work and kind of like lock yourself into like a simulation mode of a slam. And you get, instead of getting scores, you get feedback, and I feel like it's a fun time for everyone to just kind of get to know not just the pieces a bit more in depth, but also know each other a bit depth. So we just kind of grow like a nice little Slam Jam fam, if you will. So if you want to join the Slam Jam fam tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same Zoom room, hope to see y'all there. Tomorrow we'll have Coral Rights being our special guest host, and if you're not too familiar with Coral Rights, their work is dope and passionate. Anyway, now with the poetry, I got some new stuff, some new shit. Unfiltered shit, untitled shit, raw shit. So here it is. Life is the ultimate simulation video game our parents pre-ordered without reading its contents. The minority of the United States pre-order DLC sucks and would like a refund, but no refunds are issued when life is set on survival mode. And that is what you do. Survive through trial and error and learn what it is to thrive in a seemingly and never-ending cycle. Even if the results are not desirable at first, survive. When there are no other options, just survive. As much as you try to survive and be the best version of yourself possible, there will always be those who view you as public enemy number one. There'll be always going to be those who refuse to look into the mirror, who deflect and overlook their flaws and paint them on your own canvas, making you look like some kind of jackass. There are always going to be those who will instantly forget about all the good you put out, then villainize you and morally sentence you without trial at the first given opportunity, shining a big spotlight on a fallacy that the light's intensity has blinded them. There'll be those who blindly purchase lies without reading the price tag nor the package contents and proceed to make a mess regardless. Forgiveness is the first step towards salvation. Forgive them, for they do not know any better. Their instinct is to jump to conclusions, shoot first, then don't ask questions, passing judgment like kidney stones, pissing out processed pain like processed food. Research and investigation is not valued here. How do you think there are so many cold cases in New Hampshire in the first place? Cases colder than the climate that has been around here, and global warming is not to blame for the incompetency or perhaps corruption. Who knows? Both wear similar garments here. There is a big difference between knowing what a person has done and knowing who a person is, and they don't know that. Nobody pitches any no-hitters or perfect games on this field. It is impossible to go through life without making mistakes. However, nobody is casting any stones, for we are all sins looking for holiness. May the silence of their hypocrisy scream and echo in eternity. Poem. Okay.
Woo-hoo, Dre Reyes, yeah.
Woo-hoo, yeah.
Wow. Good as always.
So here's another one here. This one's called God Bless Rich People. But to be able to afford the electric bill amazes me to no end. You fucks. Maybe I shouldn't say that. If it weren't for rich people, I wouldn't have this sweet double recliner sofa chilling in my living room. or these free, tame, not psychedelic flight shows y'all provide outside that I can add my own soundtrack to. My ADHD thanks you. And seeing how it is unseasonably mild as of late, the Moths wants to subscribe to your home's only lights account. The sleeping medication manufacturers thank you as well, for their sales have increased by 141 and 2/3% since October, with a projected 33 and 1/3% more by the end of the year. Wait, is this how y'all are hoarding the wealth? Y'all getting rich, pushing hella product into the streets and buying it from each other over time? Smart motherfuckers. Y'all. No wonder the rest of us are like, goodness gracious, great balls of what the fuck shit, Batman. This ball game is rigged. White collar America is still wearing the same old pair of 1919 Chicago black socks, still thinking it's 1919 in a socio-political standpoint, treating anyone who isn't a straight God-fearing white male feel less worth than a protozoan's waste. Yo, rotting corpse of Reaganomics. Please tell me when the wealth is going to trickle down before more blood of the homeless and innocents trickles down, flooding the cracks of sidewalks and pavement, spewing from the street gutters, seeping into the soil of the cursed burial grounds of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, rooting class struggle deeper into the earth to the point that it begins to spread like a fiery, greed-driven cancer through forests and woodlands, rivers and oceans, the air we breathe, in the sky we can't see. Thank you. Poem.
Yo, what? Thank you. All fired up over here now. Everyone, unmute yourselves. Give Dre some love.
Yeah.
Today, my nigga. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Point. On point.
Thank you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Love it. Love your performance. You're killing it, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being such an awesome host too. You've been stepping in for me here and there. I really appreciate it.
We try here. Try to support each other.
Yeah. Killing it. All right. Up next we have Debby Segal. Debby, could you bless us with some words?
Sure. Disintegrate the universe and integrate the obverse. Where brindled leaves and sepia branches thunder, let thirsty rivers envy wild horses, riding the echo down, driven out in multitudes. Let every antelope's antlers melt on the slopes. In this vision, you will find all the merry beasts become solid behind silver dawns. Holding hands under a dogwood tree, an alpine skyscraper upraised above and below 1,000 children's chalky legs and arms smell of fall, of roses and rings of posy. Crouching low and smirking, mousy serpent attired in pale ancient parchment. Pages yellowing, opening out to a flowering lotus stream, sloping out of reach into foaming eddies. Islands of I Ching coins, hanged man, devil, and chariot cards in tattooed hands. Dogwood tree in full flower contains unrestrained multitudes of silver shining stars. Children's hands clap a 5/4 beat. Old aunties squeeze box whines, triangles clang, the now and future dawns that never dread death or space or the hand that throws the I Ching coins. Survey the sandy wind as a novelty. See the pewter vegetation, smell the inflorescence. As hearts and suns contract, as light refracts on placid prism waterfalls, rainbow prisoners, doleful mutants, dancing the jitterbug, throwing partners between spread legs, pouring from kegs of madness. Hiding in metaphor is a bewitched puppet, cavorting cats' cradle games, hunting and taunting, inviting ancestors and the flat, open-eyed, ashen nemesis, preying on rodent husks, kissing a left-hand sickle moon, awakening to undreamed days, to shocking applause. Watch your dreams shatter, unborn icicles falling free, weeping in stillness, breathing, sleeping in shifts, through shrieking cacophony of I Ching coins, fisted into hampers, 1,000 coins tossed by artful outsiders, smiling in savvy suits, focusing on the metaphor, while white chemical winds blast grizzled feathers off wily birds. Machines bleep, obsolete over the lichen-covered walls. Dogwood star blasts off, madcap multitudes standing on a snow-capped mountain, branding a hybrid question mark in a cryptic font in the unending luminescent dark. Dawning on the observers. This time is different. Blinding flash, fingering for canaries on summer's straining slopes. No outcome is guaranteed, though you trust the dusty I Ching coins. They are now obsolete. And a hastily drawn dream humbly dawns. A scribe records it with a quill on a parchment scroll. In runes, under postmodern ruins. Long ago, this world was a song played by the serpent, the thorny rose, and 1,000 children. Silver clouds among toiling particles, when lightning and the Ouroboros strikes, sparing the tadpoles and lichen. The dogwood tree exceeds the stars. And that's my first poem. I'll read another one called Oh Morning. Covered in leaves, wings bent, fire trails, hunter tearing soil, breathe on sand, spring branches. Wait a minute, that's weird. I'm skipping that one. I'm going to a different one. Sorry. Shadow in the shade. Banished to silver clouds to push boulders to a golden place up a twisted path strewn with sharp rocks, moaning you can't, yet you do. No steps graduate past to mark liminal plateaus up the peak experience, yet seeing bees meet to render sweet honey from failures, a poet seeks heart with wisdom eyes, makes note of the following. Bonds of existence are only found grounded in non-existence, and restringing the singing instrument with the ink of shadows. Loneliness is an abstraction. Billions and billions of other people exist in the world whose spirit chords extend accordion style across the matrix, shot through in all parts with a singular lingering longing. Listen to the moaning of the Flying Dutchman, the Silver Surfer, the siren song. Come to me. Can you resist? What resists persists. Sauntering over rooftops, chimney spouts and rain gutter, updrafts, listening to winds which whirl and twirl and cry. Run faster and you will only tire out. Remember this well, shadow can only be banished resting in shade. Thank you. Sorry about the little screw up in the middle. I don't usually read off my screen. Thank you.
That's okay. That was
Debbie.
amazing. Everyone
Yes, love
unmute and
that.
give Debbie some love. Holy crap.
Woo!
That's great.
That's
Yes,
beautiful.
love
Yeah.
it. Always, always.
Like, wow, I was drooling at one point. It was so delicious. There was so much to just, oh, no words. Thank you. That was amazing. As always, Debbie, you're awesome. Oh, okay. Next we have Astro and Boo. You guys got some poetry for us.
Hi.
Hi. I know you were having some issues with your mic.
So we're gonna have to get you on the next one.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it might be my connection. You guys there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Might have missed that. Are you gonna do a poem or no?
Oh, sorry. I thought you heard me.
I did. I guess I bet.
That's okay. Boo's sleeping next to me, so.
Okay. Okay. No worries.
We'll have to get to the next one.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming. We love
Yeah,
you
no
guys.
worries. I love listening. It's awesome.
Oh, good. Okay, so then that leaves it up to you, Marianne. Are you ready to bless us with some words?
I am. Good evening, everybody. I have 2 short poems tonight. A friend of mine was describing the day and gave me permission to steal this line. And the poem is called Half Moon, the first line from a friend. Half moon, halfway between horizons that reach beyond our imagination, endlessly in 2 directions of hope and disappointment. A brilliant half-lit night to walk half-heartedly, fingers half entwined among those of the one we call our better half. Half of me wants to believe and half can only doubt, yet the fractions and shards of dreams and memories we cling to with elephantine strength possess a timeless half-life that moves our steps and very thoughts toward the still, half-risen sun. And the second poem, I was listening to something the other night, just sort of casting about on YouTube for something to sleep by. And I was listening to something called The Art of Doing Nothing. So I think I was in the same frame of mind as Messiah. And I wrote this. The tree does nothing, yet seeds are born and fruit is made. The world is fed and grows beautiful because the tree never tries. The river does nothing, yet its course is etched on the land. The world drinks deeply because the river never tries. The wind does nothing, yet the Devi tree bows her head and the land is cooled because the wind never tries. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Marianne. Oh, it was beautiful.
Thank you, Marianne. That was really nice. Very, very nice. I love
Beautiful. Thank you, both of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, so short and sweet.
It is so
Left
hard
me
to do nothing
more.
sometimes. So there is definitely an art to it. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, next on the mic we have Cozzy Coz. Cozzy, could you bless us with some words?
Certainly. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? All right, all right. So I have a piece, fairly new. I might have spit it in one open mic, so some of y'all may have heard it. It's titled, This Meticulous Syllabus. Excuse me. While navigating the sewers towards my dreams and aspirations, I dreamt of a dream that was filled with a very vivid realization. It said to me, expand your visions beyond the horizons of possibility, and that will highly improve your third eye's visibility. See, I can hear the music in the deafening silence, filled with the slow song sung by the void of sound, with an explicit emphasis on a dismally disdained heaviness, which has become so profanely profound that it sadistically swarms and systematically compounds the vast emptiness by which we're so suspensefully bound. I listen to the muted echoes of my flying imagination as they whisper the sweetest of nothings into my inner ear, which I could barely even hear over the fragilely fluttering wings of its panoramic predestination. A vivid figment yanked out of thin air, due to fear's despair from literature's unprecedented incarceration. Free the liberty of my words, like the 3 little chittering birds that sit and intently listen as I incessantly resound the creatively crooning nouns and brilliantly glittering verbs that tickle the rhythmic ripples of these prophetically whistled epistles with soliloquies full of the most benevolently eloquent of riddles, harmoniously harmonized by visionary missionaries with a veritably profound and such an abounding verb. All I seem to hear anymore is this, that, and a third, which is very much quite in fact when it actually occurred to me that the rhymes between the lines have been vernacularly blurred and so spectacularly slurred to the point where it's now become so unimaginably absurd. In a word, I pictured 1,000 words I never even heard before. I extracted them out of a begotten memory that seems to have embarked on this frequently forgotten reverie from 4 years ago and 7 score. Regrettably, what's even more of an absurdity to be deplorably abhorred is the inordinately afflicted and rhetorical rapport which has been negligently abandoned so arbitrarily at random and is still waiting in tandem to be collaboratively restored. Then perhaps my voice may once again be able to soar, far way beyond the evermores of never before. I swear that I so solemnly swore to seriously look into this and explore the core ridiculousness of this and every possibly open door. I'm realizing that it might be time for me to go a bit overboard. I may have to exceed excess and relieve the rest of my impeding stress with every last little bit of my innocuously interceding breath, in hopes that if I were to find myself against the ropes, I guess I'd simply rope a dope until I'm dope enough to poke out my chest. It's the only way I know the success. So at best, I suppose the next order of business is to invoke some sort of informal photosynthesis with a determinedly incorrigible impetus focused on encouraging the mysterious for the purpose of disclosing this meticulous syllabus. Thank you.
Oh my God, Cos, every time.
Cozzy.
Every time.
That was brilliant.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You got another one for us? Please and thank you.
Oh snap! No, I figured. Damn.
Was that
I'm
two
running
or
out.
was that just one? I lost.
That's why was just one.
Okay.
If anything, if there's another round, I could maybe spit another one.
Okay.
I'd have to find something because I'm running out of poems, to be honest with you.
I know, I hear you. Oh my goodness.
It's
Oh.
hard to imagine.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
That's hard to imagine. I think you're running out of poems just because you haven't spit one up onto paper this week or something, but it's hard for me to imagine you running out of poems. I also just wanted to say thanks for flashing the ink. That's really intense. I don't think I've ever seen your tats before.
Thank you. No doubt. This is my story.
Cool.
I'm not done yet, actually. I just ran out of money. It's expensive. You know? Yeah, word up. But I appreciate you appreciating it, though. I really do. It's an art, you know? Yeah, no, I know what you mean. But like some open mics I go to, so like this one, for example, like you perform 2 or 3 at a time sometimes. So like your arsenal is being depleted every time. So
right.
I gotta try to write some more to keep up, you know? So like, yeah, I'm running out. I could dig back into my archives if anything, but I mean, I'll wait till next round if another round.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
might pull a
hear you.
request on you for round 2. We'll see.
Yeah, I hear you, but I think you probably share this too. It's these rooms are what get me to start generating more poems too. Every week I hear you all do stuff that really inspires me to take another step.
Awesome. Me too. Me too. Y'all inspire me so much to do my best and keep producing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely. We got to keep inspiring each other and all the good stuff that comes with community. Got a rough connection there, I think. Yes, thank you so much, Cause. Amazing. Hope to hear again from you in round 2.
You're
So,
welcome. Thank you.
coming up next on the mic, we have Principe Guity Jr. Principe, could you bless us with some words?
I'll be sharing a free poem. The first poem is called Poem to Kiss You To. A love undescribable, as if we never been in love before. You're the dancing angel to my you're the dancing angel to the dancing stars in my eyes. My lips have poems to kiss you to. When we say I do, poems that make you nuzzle your nose on mine. Invisible strings bind you and me together. Out, love poems that make you wanna. My heart will confess. My heart will confess, not once but 2 times, causing the platonic of our heart-shaped love to twist and turn into an intertwined singular being, all seeing like intuition. Earth's eye in the blackened sky is falling into the unknown terrain. As it does, we walk into the everlasting of our love. Anonymous faces climb from the vertically cracked crevices on the solid cement ground. Its breath is similar to a peppermint, cold, cool, and chill. There's a beauty in the mystery. There's a beauty in the mystery of it all. It brings attention that directs planets' eyes to it. They stick like plaster posters on walls. Mystery facial features are plaintive in their silence. Anonymous faces speak volumes. The last one is called Echoes of Another Life. Living the echoes of another life in another time. Sweltering, spinning, dizzy, induced heat. Crumbling my black body. It was the bitter lime of those peonage hours. Those fields don't play. They burn and leave little tally-side cuts on these artisan hands, most likely caused by those white, puffy balls. Or I might have been beholden by a griot who greets others with their magical potion of words to herds of faithful fans. These past lives I could have lived. Poem.
Oh, thank you, Principe. Everyone, open your mics and give some love to Principe. I
Yeah,
love your
yeah,
love poems.
yeah.
They truly melt my heart. And I noticed you're missing your hair. Oh, you're
I'm
still
digging the
so
haircut.
beautiful.
Digging the
You're,
haircut, man.
yeah, you look so handsome. It's good to
Thank
see
you.
you. Thank you so much for coming. All right, next on the mic we have Paul. Paul, are you ready to bless us with some words?
Oh yeah. I guess so.
Okay.
Sorry for showing up late. It's kind of bad etiquette.
Okay, we're glad you're here.
Yeah, I just have the good fortune of being able to do a little bit of traveling lately, so I haven't been getting to some of these rooms regularly. Let me see. I don't really remember if I've done this here, but lantern carrier asked me to do a collab with him a couple of weeks ago. So I'll just read my part of that collab. And he had a title on this. I just called. I'm on the skyway. I'm on the sky with your hand in my heart. However a distance may be measured, we are not far apart. My blood travels in your coronary embrace with each flex of the heart, rhythmically measuring endless liquid iron sea that quenches absence with a circulation of the charms whose keys open me like I were the eyes on ecstasy's starlight quest swung open to be massaged by the entire luminous galaxy. I profess my enthrallment. The gyration of the tapestry woven from fibers, amorous graces transform our relatedness with to reveal that separation has only a physical ruse for the surface of flesh, where all deprivation is confined to the past made from its own earthliness. Rapture enters within the ways I know myself, where you have, with recognition and liberation from regret, taken my identity under the hems of your unearthly ability to comfort and wash my personhood with physical climax that shivers pleasure, as though wilderness had heeded freedom's prayer. This, my proposal of transcendence, a dare proffered to even gravity, is the love exile, where we renounce the body trap every day seizes our destinies from, so we may create what here on earth is one of its impossibilities, being completely alive in a love only stars know how to speak. All this, within and without you, the all at once luminosity, the glow you near with each breath and step, a release from perturbation to splendor, is absent only for but to ask. I would perform this tribute from out long years of my human destitution, tooled by the blessings of pure creatures, to understand my own devotion, pull, harmonics, strung on the vastness of all creation, so the beginning opened by consent wears love's sure identity. I have countless more of these confessions, all descriptions of vast distance inhabiting me as I do the universe, I now ask you to, along with me, transform into a preamble for the future love will enshrine with us. For surely, don't you feel it? For sure, we are together in this love that leads to an embrace given by travels we undertake as purpose adds affection to pleasure's need. And it is the simple asking a heart does from within to answer by following with feeling the destination of the better part of ourselves. So this is a call. This is a call. This is a call, like all humanly calls to love from time immemorial, a call of assurance and searching, a seeking for that creation of the bond that puts us in communion, whose inner light is the immediate, eternal presence, the glow of the sacredness of life.
Wow, Paul.
Wow, Paul is right. Wow, I love listening to you. Oh gosh, it's so much fun. Thank you so much for your voice and your what you bring. It's just it's beautiful. I love it. It touches me.
Yeah, your storytelling is so cool.
I feel it. I feel it in your voice. Amazing. It's so cool, Paul. Thank you. Amazing. Next round one, we have Alma. Alma's going to break. Alma, could you press the
Oh,
the
hi.
bar?
I could barely hear you. Hello? Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah.
Hey, that was amazing. I just wanted to say that the performance aspect always particularly unique. Um, I'm gonna read. I'm sorry, I'm here just had a crazy day, so I'm over here just picking one up that I just made. Okay, so I saw this Salvador Dali photograph at night, and I just started writing threads, and this became a poem, sort of. Hope you enjoy it. So I'll read you the first thread, though. That's not really part of the poem. It says, Happy Thursday. This was on Thursday. May the doom of getting everything we want truly reign and reign upon us all. Amen. Okay. I don't have penis envy. I have mustache envy. Every artist is a revolutionary, and all art is revolution. And the poets are rebels, and poetry is rebellion. And the storyteller is the voice of the collective, and the stories are its conscience and its consciousness. And the reader is the universe consuming itself, and I felt myself the universe, and I consumed, and I felt myself consciousness, and I wrote, and I felt myself a rebel, and I rebelled. I was a poet, and I felt myself a revolution, and I was art. And I grew green with mustache envy, and let the red penis envy know that. And I prayed for rain, and I was doomed again and again. I would get everything I wanted, in that respect. Poem.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you shared that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah.
There's
Wow.
so many truisms in that poem. You were
Abs-
hammering me. That was
abs-
really beautiful.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. You were one with consciousness.
Mm.
That was
Thank you.
awesome.
It was just it actually was weird because it was just a stream of consciousness, actually. It just came to me and I just started threading it, actually. And then I will read you one so I'll read you another one that is kind of a bit of this is one that I'm not posting anywhere because I'm submitting it to my to the Crow Calls, which is a collection of poetry that Quill and Crow puts out. And we're open to submissions right now, and this one's mine. I'll give it to you guys. It's called Of the Apotheosis of Hercules. I am just a poem, nearly complete, nearly polished to perfection, nearly as perfect as it can be. A closing line, a parting word, nearly on the tip of my tongue, a pen, a sword. I am just poetry, nearly pristine, nearly a slate wiped clean, nearly the page. Poetry, can't you see? This is just a poem. I am just poetry, nearly ready for consumption, consumed, nearly obsolete. Apotheosis, nearly Herculean, nearly redeemed, nearly named God in the eyes of the gods, nearly a memory, nearly nothing at all, nearly decomposed, nearly reborn, risen of ashes. I have nothing else to offer you or anyone. I am just a poem, just poetry. Poem.
You're so deep. I love it. The complexities of your
Thank
mind.
you.
Just wow. Everyone, unmute.
Mhm.
Give it up for Alma.
Poetry
Woohoo!
incarnate. Poetry
Yeah.
incarnate. Wow.
Oh, that was great.
Beautiful. 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 Amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so elegant.
Word.
Wonderful. We love you, Alma. Thank you for all that you do too. You've been killing it.
I adore all of you.
We love you. So I think that's it for round one. We break into a round two if everybody's up for that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start off round two with some Vogon poetry, which I don't know if anybody else knows what that is, but I watched Hitchhiker's Guide last night and was extremely inspired. So here we go. Oh, freddled grunt bugly, thy micturations are to me as plurdled gabble blotchets in midsummer morning on a lurgid bee that mortiously hath blurted out its irtigertles grumbling into a rancid, festering, confectious organ squealer. Now the jerpling slaged argo crustals are slurping haggardly up the axle curves, and living glottoplutes frout and stipulate like jowling meated liver slime. Group, I implore thee, my foonting turling drums, and hoptuously drangle me with crinkly bindwordles masher beateries, or else I shall rend thee in the gobbleworts with my blurgle crunchion. See if I don't. It's known as the third worst poetry in all of the galaxies. So there you guys go. You guys are all
Girl,
so
what?
Oh, I enjoyed that
Yeah,
immensely.
amazing.
Are you serious?
KataLyst.
Are you serious? Yo, that was so dope. Like I was in awe the whole. I could not believe it. Like you were a whole other person. You should do voiceovers. Oh, voiceovers. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'm blown away, yo. I'm blown away.
Mm.
Word
Yeah, I
up.
want to know how many
For
other people
real, for
you have
real.
in you.
Oh, there's
Yo,
a lot there for sure.
yo,
What?
you stupid, yo. You stupid.
It's giving off Broadway.
Oh man, that was dope. That was dope.
It was
That
just
was,
pure fun. That was
Yeah,
just
yeah, it
fun.
was. It
so
was.
much fun. I loved it. I watched that movie last night. I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. All right. So next, I believe we have Dre Reyes. Are you ready, Dre?
Right.
I am ready, and this is gonna be a trip. Hey, everybody. So, round 2 action. Let's get this shit underway. So, let's see here. Oops, I scared somebody away. Well, I got this poem that I promised I was going to show this week. Forgot about, but now I remembered. So here it is. It's simply called Yeah. The word yeah is a special word. Right now, you're probably thinking, oh, yeah. Well, allow me to indulge you, so please hear me out, yeah? Just by its sounds, just like another 4-letter word, yeah, can describe can describe pain, pleasure, hate, and love. Yeah, as most words in the English language, is derived from German, from the word ja, which means wait for it, wait for it. Yes, the word yeah can be used to convey more than the aforementioned emotions. For example, excitement, yeah, skepticism, yeah, sarcasm, yeah, fatigue, yeah, energetic, yeah, relaxation, oh yeah, dismay, yeah, post cannabis consumption. Yeah. Aggression towards pots and your environment. Yeah. Aggression towards Slim Jims. Oh, yeah. Aggression towards US politics. Grungy. Yeah. Yeah. Superficial and annoying. Yeah, 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 yeah. Being James Hetfield every day. Ooh, yeah. Arousal. Oh, yeah. Disinterest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Getting crunk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Here. Yeah. With that said, I hope you aren't annoyed with me after all that, yeah? So please talk to me. Were you not entertained? Oh, hell yeah! Thank you. That's poem number 1. And
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
KataLyst,
Fuck yeah.
not gonna let KataLyst hearing you do that voice. Maybe want to channel into a voice that I've been, I guess, I don't know, doing lately. This one's called Proper Hunger. Oh, Mumsy, beacon of light, render my hunger out of sight. I think you gave me the wrong Wonka chocolate bar. But the definition of wrong can be subjective. I feel absolutely fine, just abysmal hunger swallowing me whole, mother. Oh, Mum, my tum-tum needs a little yum-yum. So please, give me some of that fun for my tum-tum. I want to be gobbling on some cheddar goblin mac and cheese, please. Give me soup, give me fries, give me burgers from Five Guys. Ravioli, ravioli, give me all your cannolis. Me want honeycomb, me want cookie crisp, me wants chili's baby back ribs. Oh, mother. I wish for crab rangoon. Mother. The rangoon, mother. Do I need to embarrass you in public yet again, mother? Do I have to gaslight you into thinking you aren't a good mother so I can get my proper helping of rangoon, mother? Oh, why must we exercise such extreme measures onto you, mother? I'm just a young lad who's only looking at pasta salad. The same way Dan Schneider looks at his child's stars, or the way thieves look at expensive cars. I'm hungry and I can't control myself anymore, mother. I will flip this peaceful afternoon into hell on earth if you don't get me my food. Specifically, the rangoon, mother. And if I have to repeat to myself once more, mother, so help me God, in the name of rangoon, there will be nobody to blame but yourself when the inevitable occurs if we don't feed this belly. So please, mother, the rangoon, mother, feed me the rangoon. Poem. There's that. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that was so cool. I loved it.
Love it too.
And there's the meme. I'm so
There's
glad to
so-
see that meme on the meeting chat. Oh my God. That's what inspired it all.
You are the
You're welcome. You.
you are the Rangoon King, man. First of all, second of all, you are also the king of glasses, man. I love your glasses, man, and the ones you had before. Also, I love how you get so immersed into your character, yo. It's brilliant. It is great. And that was so much fun, and I know it was so much fun to do, yo. So awesome work, man. Awesome
Thank
work.
you.
Work.
Dude, Dre, the Rangoon is like it's like a it's haunting us because the first night I met you, when I met you, well, when you did the stuff in at the Poets Passage, you did something about Crab Rangoon,
Yeah, that was like the first poem I hit y'all with. Just some
right?
like, hey, this is who I am. This is a fun little introductory piece just to kind of get everybody settled in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Rangoon is a staple of our lives now.
Mm-hmm. I love
Yeah,
Rangoon.
I just really like how you treat pop culture with such irreverence, and it really opens up the possibilities of what a poem can be, and how you don't really, in these kinds of pieces, you don't treat poetry as this like super precious kind of academic thing. You know, you have so much fun with it. And that's just very refreshing to me. I really appreciate that kind of work.
The way I see poetry, it's, I don't know, it's as raw as it is academic. It's life. I mean, we are all poetry in motion, and we're all constantly writing our own story as we go along. So I think, I don't know, I just like to challenge myself and just to kind of like remind people like, yeah, poetry is like this fun little moldable thing. It's like treated like Stretch Armstrong, see, how far this thing can go. But I do appreciate your words, and I do appreciate the space to allow myself to like have free range with this. So thank y'all. Much love.
Word.
Thank you
Yes,
too. We
much
just
love
love
to
it.
you.
Word.
Thank
Stretch it out, we got space.
Rangoon all over the Chinatowns everywhere. They're making more sales on the crab rangoon. They don't know why. We all are going like, crab rangoon is my power animal. I need crab rangoon. I can hardly, I'm about to faint with hunger now, but I think I'm next, so I can stay unmuted if I'm not mistaken.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This is a non-food poem. Box of leaves. Snuggle in my arms, core of my soul, the devil dances with eyes of coal into the breach as far as can go. Moon is full, clouds float away from monsters into another age, whirling, spinning, Hitchcock vertigo. Done it before, do it some more, flexing. Branches here on ceiling, reminds of something, books I'm reading, laughing, spine cracks, helping unpack, dank, dark core, my soul, my poor, sore, boiled soul. Asshole, said Job, then a murder of crows rose over old roses, murmuring rote prose, poring over rotting rows. Sorry, never meant to step on your toes, climbing the walls, breaking your balls, slamming ceilings, can't stop now, drinking in thoughts, trinkets I got, trickling from pots of clear, pure water. Trickster is coyote, beware the otter, beware the fox, dry out those socks, tending flame, rendering fat. I don't blame anyone except myself or the cat in the hat. No, the little green elf who sits in the corner and waits while I look out the window in order to forget the spaghetti, forget the marinara, forget the baguette. Private escapades, fleeing samsara, grasping nirvana. Flowers are a cover for unidentified craft that mysteriously hover. As above, so below, quoth the crow. Welcome to my nightmare, this self-made hell. All is well, all is well. It's my personal affair, calls the motley fool. She's not a liar. Oh my God, it did have food in it. So thanks for listening. If anybody is still in the room listening, or if I'm just reading to an empty room, then thank you, me. Thank me.
Thank
It had food
you.
in it,
Thank
though.
you,
It had
Debbie, for
spaghetti.
that.
I forgot it had food in it. Okay.
It's all good. Awesome job, Deb.
We're all starving. Actually, I'm actually eating, so I was enjoying it. I said it was giving modern Gothic.
I've always liked your work so much, Debbie, but I really also really like this direction you've kind of veered into lately with these poems that are kind of short lines and stuff. I think you really got into a very rich vein, and I'm just really enjoying these recent poems you've been doing.
Oh, thank you so much for the feedback. I appreciate that.
It's like every line is like every.
I don't even evaluate what I'm doing, so I do appreciate ideas. You know how I love hearing how people react to it. I mean, as an artist, it's like kind of nice to have reactions to see how things land on people. And I'm loving that it's giving modern Gothic. If that relates to that what I just read, that's very interesting too. Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
all, and thank you, Alma, and everyone.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you very much for that. I love it.
Right, Coz, you're up next.
What's up? Hello. All right, so I found one, but it's an older one. Y'all have heard it before, but it's been a while since I've spit it. Well, some of y'all heard it before. So I figured I'd give it a run. Right? Okay. Excuse me. This one's titled The Poem That Never Was. I want to ABC the DEs of your FGs so that I can HI the JKs of your elemental Ps. Then I'll Q the RSTs of the U's in your V's while Wing the X's of the Y's in your Z's. Wording letters into sentences which run on paragraphs, which I might add, subtract the multiply divisions of my fractions algebraically triggered nometry. Now you can calculate the geometry of my being sorry for forgiving your apology. I'm realizing whom I've always been while being told I never was or ever will be, but you can never kill the real me. In my tree, I'm the positive skepticism of my family's nepotism defense mechanism, like plagiarism's eloquently elegant exorcism. I'm next of kin to the symphonied similes of metaphorically orchestral soliloquies which proficiently prohibit the indubitably iniquitous indignities of my perpetually prolific proclivities, emancipating my freedom's liberties from the ramifications of their consequential repercussions, which came with no compunction, instructions, or introductions, just delusional illusions and accusatory assumptions. Meanwhile, I'm manufacturing poems to distribute through my vocal cords for mass production's mass consumption. I'm starving hunger's famine by going ham, cheesing a Colgate smile from here to denial, which so many are in, accusing blame's guilty culpability of being at fault for liability's sin. Bad decisions, escaping ghosts so as to bypass admissions of mistaken errors and blatant terrors. I'm denying plausibility's irresponsibility. Because even if I lie to you, I'm telling the truth. So pick the selection that you decided to choose. I opt to let loose so I can rock by the clock into a truce with no hands, luring the minutes, seconds into busy intersections of wrist watching tick-tocking sands of time spans standing still, while ages of epic errors fight to acquit my absolved exonerations, which is still running up quite the bill, causing the planets to bounce off the moons of Saturn in grandma knitted quilted patterns, somewhat ripped, shredded, torn, and tattered. Ill. I sent the grievance to the spaz of the unsightly face of hysteria. It's truly repugnant, his twisted plan. One flagrant, I swear to God, really pitiful, who literally has been dropping the ball. Because see, while Eve was eating Adam's apple, Eden was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, Jill was on the hill jumping Jack and Jehoshaphat with the pail of water she fetched from the stretched depths of hell's back and beyond the ponderings of yonder's wildest imagination. So I sat there wondering, maybe I'm missing something that I missed for nothing. But I'm executing revolutionary resolutions for retribution or restitution, hence evolution's ergo, allowing my prestos, changeos to see the prestige which my abracadabras hocus to pocus. Voila.
Giggle.
Woohoo! Cozzy, that's one of my favorites. I love that one.
Mine too. That's why I love that. I have fun, so much fun with that one.
I can imagine. No, it's great. It really is. I love it. Thank you for that. It made my Friday night.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
That's got to be one of the all-time greatest ending lines. Voila.
Thank you. I was hoping for that. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think you should I would just respectfully suggest you shouldn't worry about, reading a poem, speaking a poem you've spoken before, because your work is so intricate and layered. And every time you deliver one, it's kind of makes it new again. Nobody can do their poems the exact same way twice. And if they did, I probably would get bored of it. But your work is just very layered and complex, and it's always going to sound new somehow on some level.
Ah, thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And it's just a pleasure to hear it. It's a pleasure to hear it.
Yeah, I've said that before. I second what Dawes is saying. I've about sound enjoyment and 50% about the content. That's a kind of balance you rarely hear, and you hear people who work bars of rhythm and rhyme schemes, and most of the time it just becomes a sound act that's meant to be heard and not listened to. And that's not what goes on in your work. It's got a really intense balance between the two.
Thank you so much for saying that, for noticing that. Yes, as much fun as I try to have with it, and as much as I try to stretch the barriers of grammar and literature, I at the same time make sure to say something substantive that's worth listening to. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. It's hard to combine, but I'm so thankful that I'm able to do that to the point that it can be recognized and acknowledged and appreciated, man. Awesome. Thank you so much. That is awesome to hear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Word up. Thank you.
Definitely. I know, like, after the third or fourth time, like, I have your YouTube channel, so I put it on and, like, I'll listen to something 2 or 3 times before I can actually put it all together and then see the point, because I don't know a lot of big words. I understand them, but it does take a few times. So
I feel you. I feel you.
yeah, I love it. I always
Thank
get smarter from your work.
Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to educate the world. You know?
SMR to you over here, big time. Getting it.
Yes.
Like subconscious programming.
Yes.
Only the good kind instead of like the crappy whatever songs that were on the radio for most.
Positivity and love. What I say, pulp. Peace, understanding, love, and positivity. Pulp. That's what it's all about, you know?
Yeah.
You
Might
know?
have to go on your shirt.
Ooh, right. Pulp, yes.
Everybody's got a catchphrase, and so I've been trying to catch them all and put them on shirts. We'll get there.
There you go.
Extra pulp. Extra pulp. Oh, Lord, there we go.
Yes. Word.
All right. So next on the mic we have Principe. Principe, could you bless us?
Principe.
This is the old poem that I read a while back. It's called Love Touches. The feel of a soft finger touching my sculpted body bring pleasure that gets better. With each sensual touch to my body, it's in blood rushing and flowing to the golden key. The key that unlocks and has me go from hoe to hoe. Those pink petals opens the inner world to me. After I drilled her in the middle, I bent and drilled her. Her curves were poetry in motion. Sexual screams broke the screen in the air like she was shocked to life, grabbing and holding onto me tightly. I left Jack in jail in her festival of a sacred fortress. I looked into her eyes passionately, and we smiled at each other. Thank you.
Ooh, thank you, Principe. That was hot and passionate and beautiful. Everyone show some love of Principe.
Thank you for that. Yes. Awesome.
Ooh, it was hot, beautiful. Thank you so much. Ooh, love it. Okay, Paul, you're up next. Could you bless us with some words?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. I'll get something on screen here. Just do a bunch of short things. The first one is, it is 3 in the morning, and the only thing I have said for the past 2 days is, Get away from me, you fucking aggressive asshole. I know it did not speak English, but I am sure the fly understood what I meant. The next one is, may peace be upon you, like a horny lover sucking insatiably, ignoring your pleasure for their own need. The next one has a title, How to Explain War to a Vegetable. Yeah, you were a tender young carrot, and I ate you. I will never regret it, and 2 days from now, I will have totally forgotten. I know that would sound terribly human to you, but you should see what we do to ourselves. Let's see. What's the next one? The next one is, want to know how big of an idiot the mayor is? Just ask all the illegal guns in the neighborhood. The next one is, there are plenty of ways to say nothing and no way to say everything. That is the difference between insincerity and love. The next one is, the only me you know is outside of me. The next one is, I want to love you more than you can kill me. The next one is, yes, I am pouring champagne into the river. That is what you smell. There is nothing you can do to find out why. Half of life is like this. Mystery below your senses, made of vanished time and trickster fortune that snuck past explanation. So do not even guess. When you see me laying in the park fountain, how a mind decided on nonsense may be a provocation would make you cry. And I'll end with something, I get inspired by the poetry that just happens around me in the street, in the city. At noon, I want to pee all over the middle of the intersection at Wall Street and Broad Street, like I was a 1-ton municipal police horse. And like that horse, I'm gonna just stand there for a full 4 minutes, offloading a steaming, luxurious, soaking flood as blatant display of your tax dollars being overspent, so all the taxis and bicycle delivery guys are stuck waiting at the corners in a jealous grumble of envy. Boo boo, the pit bull thought to himself.
Oh, that was a fun
Thank
journey.
you.
I love it. I love it. At one point I had laughing, I'm thinking, I got goosebumps, like, oh, Paul, what a ride. Thank you. It reminds me of a saying that I decided to come up with. The early bird gets the worm, but the late rabbit gets to meet Alice. So, to finish us out, Alma, would you like to share another piece with us?
Okay, let me find one real quick.
Awesome.
Did I find another piece, or should I just read y'all a bit of the fly erotica?
Do what you feel. We are ready for whatever you got.
Let me
Maybe.
think about
Let's
it.
see.
Okay, well, here goes. Summer in the tropics comes with rainstorms and a humidity that makes the air impossibly dense. The ceiling fans whir begrudgingly through the warmth of an environment. Actually, this is helping me because I catch typos. The ceiling fan whirs begrudgingly through the warmth of an environment Amber is still unaccustomed to. It isn't just the climate either. August tends to turn her thoughts molasses regardless of the weather. Tonight renders her particularly useless, her eyes glued to the hypnotizing twirling of the blades as she lies there naked, motionless, a corpse spread over the damp white sheets. Can you be quiet? Oops, sorry, hold on. Wait, where was I? I lost it. Where is it?
Start over.
She can't sleep. There's nothing behind her eyelids but the sorrow of everything left behind, of loss, of losing him. This won't last forever, she whispers to herself. You will bring him back. You must. She closes her eyes, lets her mind drift, thinking of him, of them, of everything. Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Wondering how that was gonna go. That was awesome.
Well, I don't know. It gets too I think it gets too explicit after that, maybe to be on this live recording.
Oh, that's fine. I just wasn't sure if you didn't want to read around your little one or what was going on there.
Yeah, I was going to
No,
ask, is
that's
there,
fine. It's just I don't think I could do that one.
yeah, I was going to ask if there was more there, but I understand your reluctance to do a piece of, that's explicit on a recording.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, it's not like super explicit. It's like very poetic, but still, no, I don't know.
Well, we're open minds. You're open to share whatever you want. We're all mostly adults, if not adult adjacent.
I like that description. Mostly adults, if not adult adjacent. I'm going to quote you on that.
Oh, feel free. Well, I think, Alma, we will have to hear that one from you another time when you're more capable of sharing it with us. But yeah, just wanted to thank you guys all for coming out tonight. We usually leave the room open, but I'm really hungry and this is like my first time doing it by myself. So I love you guys and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you.
Love you, KataLyst. And tell Thomas I love him.
You did great. It was awesome.
I love him. So
I
proud
love you,
of him.
KataLyst.
Love you. And thank you, Debbie. Yeah, that was nice to share that. That was nice.
Yeah, you'll have to
Thank
start
you
making
all. I
some
love you
art.
all.
Love you
It's
too,
great. It
Alma.
was a fun Friday night. Woohoo.
Love you.
Love you.